Hello. Today's Halloween comic review is from Chaos Comics. This is The Undead #1. Very interesting. Uh, Done by Brian Pulido, Denram, and Floria. This is from 2002. We see our three of our main characters on here. These two are dead. I guess you'd call them zombie-ish. Zombie-ish with a brain. So it's like all these zombie characters are smart, intelligent characters. So they obviously just deal with the decay. Other than that, they're still able to do things that they did while they were human. And this gal that's running around is she's a human. Her and this character are in a relationship together. Uh, a dead and an undead. But in this story, it's black and white. Just say anything on the back. The Undead #1 Standard Edition. Your over the top, anti authoritarian, horror loving dreams have been answered. Take a sip from Toledo's Black Label Graphics, a dark brew. Just some weird advertising they threw on the back. But we find out, well, our characters have some friends that they are separated from the characters on the cover. Uh, while at the same time, we get this little flash into the. I'm going to keep calling them. Well, I'll just call them the dead. Flash to a bunch of high society dead characters that they eat live human flesh and it prolongs their decaying, I guess. And if they get their hands on a baby or a youngin, it's even more. It's stronger for them. Gives them more longevity, I guess you could call it. But it starts out with a table full of characters eating a baby, and our characters are just out and about, wandering through the deserts, the vast wastelands. This character's going through a whole thing where he doesn't want to kill anymore, so he's trying to find a way to do that, but it's kind of hard because their friends get kidnapped and they decide they better go look for him, see what's up. There was a trailer full, basically a big truck full of humans that these dead characters collected. They killed off all the dead characters that were hanging with the humans out in the wastelands. And you can see how they killed all the zombified style characters that were with the humans, and then they enslaved all the humans so they could take them to their human meat processing plant. Uh, the artwork in here, it's had its moments. Like this here, you got the big truck, the box truck, and this container, which I'm guessing is formaldehyde, or they use it to put their formaldehyde in. But anyways, this container looks like it's on the outside of it, but yet on the inside of it. And it's why they drew that like that is beyond me. That looks really wonky. It's like the frame of the truck is going right through the container itself. But yeah, I'm just picky. I like my art to be done right. I don't like when there's weird, quirky things in here. The sword scenes, the sword fights and stuff are awesome. Uh, we see one of our humans is a pregnant lady, and she's about to give birth any moment. So while they have her in captivity, she does give birth, and they take the fresh baby to go and share it with certain people. And when that happens, our three characters just happen to get to this processing plant, and they find a way in by basically chaining up the one human that's with them, her, and basically use her as bait or an excuse to come into the factory and find the biggest pair for human flesh. And they get sent to this, to the organization, that part of the organization that's at the processing plant, and they're getting ready to expand out. And Smith and Jones corporate headquarters. So that's the name of the factory, but they've been making plans to expand their whole enterprise worldwide. And the one head character that our three characters come across that has the baby at the moment uh, ends up getting in a battle with this character, and this character all of a sudden just quits. He's like, I'm not gonna fight anymore. It just doesn't want to kill, which doesn't make sense because there's so many deadites out there. Deadites, dead that are out there eating the live people out there. And uh, in a moment of battle, the either Smith or Jones, I can't remember which one it is that was running that processing plant. He slips on water from when her water broke and falls into some type of processing machine that chops him up and grinds him right into the meat processor. And then we see that his partner found out about it and talks about how things are still on track and they're doing their expansion. And all of a sudden, you see a facility with a bunch of humans in tubes. Uh, I'm guessing they're all female humans because they're all pregnant, at least the ones you see in the image. So they're getting ready to have a big baby feast, I guess. Uh, but yeah, this is a fun chaos comic. I have not read. I think I read an issue of some ongoing run of the Undead a long time back, but I don't remember it fully. Uh, but yeah, I enjoyed this. Great chaos comic style characters. It just fits right into that organization. Uh, but yeah, the you got the dead, alive, want to live, protesters, and all that stuff going on in here. So I mean, without them having a reproducing plant and stuff, even that, I mean, you're gonna what, eat most of the babies, keep a few of them so they grow to an age where you can treat them like cattle and do all this stuff, have them produce more kids and all that stuff. Um, I'm curious where this goes. I'm not sure how far this is a volume two to the run, or if this is just the actual start of this storyline. Uh, yeah, it just says February 2002. Doesn't say anything about a different volume or anything, so this might be the first actual issue of this storyline. I got two different covers. I like this cover the best, the black and white hats in the background. But this one was the one that got the read in because I like the other cover better. So I figure I might as well get my fingerprints all over this copy and save the other one for keeping it nice and unread condition. But I definitely want to read more of these. I know I have some more of them. I just don't know what issues or how many. I will have to set them aside when I come across them so I can finish off this storyline, see what issues I still need to pick up, if any. Hey, most of my Chaos comics I have all that I need. Stupid folded over stuff. I get lay flat again. But yeah, Chaos Comics. I wonder why. I suppose they're considering the O is circling the A, kind of like, I don't know, more Chaz Comics than Chaos Comics. I didn't notice that before. But violent content, not for children. And children don't need to be there because they're going to get eaten. But yeah, they basically dismember the people alive because they want the freshest parts and all that stuff. Eyeballs and brains are obviously little bonuses, delicacies, but definitely a fun, interesting concept storyline. So check out the Undead from Chaos Comics, and we'll get back with more of these reviews every day this month. Uh, now I'm doing more than one a day because I have a big stack that I want to read yet. It's all horror-ish type storylines, but keep following under the color of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes. Leave a comment. I'll comment back. Check out our Crimson Cult Comic Club. Check out our 5 p.m. Central Time comic book claim sale on Mondays, uh, either on my channel or Psychotronic Squirt Guns channel. Check out the Crazy Hungarian Show on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time, where a group of people get together and show off comics and just talk about whatever. And we'll get back with more of these soon. Thanks. Bye.